Please stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tornadoes. This is CTN, a Clearwater digital media production. Today is Friday, January 12th. My name is Dora Callis.
And my name is Damon Walsh. Today we have your latest school, local, and national news, so stay tuned because CTN starts now.
In your headline news, President Donald Trump is being widely criticized over controversial comments that some people are saying insulted immigrants from certain countries. The Washington Post first broke the story, saying they have sources in the White House who revealed that bipartisan lawmakers in the Oval Office were discussing protecting immigrants from Haiti, El Salvador, and African countries on Thursday. The president allegedly responded asking why he would want people from countries that he described as a negative curse word. Their sources said he then suggested the U.S. bring in more people from countries like Norway. The Associated Press later confirmed the comments with their sources. The White House did not deny his remark, but issued a statement saying Trump supported immigration policies that welcome, quote, those who can contribute to our society. Later on, the president tweeted that he used tough language in the meeting, but those words are not what he used.
If you loved the magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle at Universal's Islands of Adventure last year, good news! Universal is keeping the lights on a while longer. The nighttime lights at Hogwarts Castle will debut Wednesday, January 31st at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It will run for select nights in February with a preview during a celebration of Harry Potter, the weekend before. The show is set to music from the Harry Potter films and will give each Hogwarts house a chance to wrap Hogwarts Castle in house colors. Right now, Universal only has the show scheduled in full for January 31st, February 5th, and February 7th through 12th, with previews during Celebration of Harry Potter January 26th through 28th. Universal says additional dates will be announced. Now to Kyle with your sports news.
I'm Kyle Courtney with your sports news. Tonight, our girls and boys soccer teams host Northeast. Game time is 6 p.m. The girls basketball team hosts St. Petersburg. The JV game begins at 6:15. Boys basketball travels to Osceola. The JV game begins at 6:15. Admission to each event is $4. Come out and support your Tornadoes. There will be an informational softball meeting for parents and athletes on Wednesday, January 17th at 7 p.m. The meeting will be held at Eddie Seymour Complex, Fields 8 and 9. Track conditioning is underway. Anyone that is interested should turn in their athletic paperwork to Miss Biddle. The season begins January 22nd. If you have any questions, please see either Coach Denton in C5 or Coach V in C4. We are going to have a student-faculty basketball game on Friday, January 19th during 7th period. This is our 3.0 celebration. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Kyle. In your school news, please bring one of your senior pictures to Miss Biddle so that she can display your picture in her office.
Seniors, please bring in your college, trade school, or military acceptance letters to Miss Biddle so they can be displayed in the senior cafeteria.
Senior fees are now $100. Please see Miss Biddle as soon as possible to pay your senior fees.
Grad Bash tickets will be on sale February 5th, 6th, and 7th. Tickets cost $130.
Pre-order your yearbook for $65 from B1 or online at www.balfour.com. Now to Ian with your weekend weather.
I'm Ian Gibson with your weekend weather.
Today will continue to stay in the mid to high 60s with a high of 72 and a low of 54. Rain chances will also increase as we go through the day, as by 2 o'clock, rain chances will be up to 60%. While as we enter the weekend, we will return to more chilly weather, as on Saturday we will see temperatures ranging from 40 degrees to 60 degrees, and on Sunday we will reach into the chilly 50s. Now back to the desk.
If any students or teachers would like to have an announcement made on our show, please email Mr. Gordon at gordonw@pcsb.org. If you're a student, please have your co-sponsor or coach send the email.
Like us on Facebook at Clearwater Digital Media Productions for a look back at some of this year's broadcasts.
Check out the CTN Clear Light running all day for new announcements. Thank you for watching CTN. Have a great Tornado Day. Stay tuned for a video on Martin Luther King Day by CTN's Chris Dugan.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
I'm Chris Dugan with CTN and a special edition of This Day in History, covering Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Martin Luther King Jr. was born January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, the second child of Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta Williams King. King later married Coretta Scott in 1953. King and his wife had been living in Montgomery for less than a year when the highly segregated city became the epicenter of the burgeoning struggle for civil rights in America. On December 1, 1955, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white passenger on a Montgomery bus and was arrested. Activists coordinated a bus boycott that would continue for 381 days. They chose Martin Luther King Jr. as the protest leader and official spokesman. Martin Luther King Jr. later worked with a number of civil rights and religious groups to organize the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The March on Washington culminated in King's most famous address, known as the I Have a Dream speech, a spirited call for peace and equality. In 1964, he became the youngest person ever awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. In 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed a bill creating a U.S. federal holiday in honor of King. So that's been a brief history of Martin Luther King Jr. It's been Chris Dugan for CTN.